Feminism is just one of many reasons why modern dating is hard for men. With the glamorization of boss babe status, women are more educated and financially successful than ever before. They proudly shout their independence, declaring, "I don't need a man." No wonder so many men are walking away. Furthermore, at least double women than men are entering post-secondary education. And the successful, educated women that do want a man who's making more money than them and at least as educated as they are. But don't lose hope. If you are a man who wants to eventually settle down without settling, there is hope. Let's look at 7 other reasons why modern dating is hard for men and how you can fix it without giving in to woke and broken ideology. If you're new to my channel, welcome to Just the Tip Tuesday. 1. You can't make her ready. Women are staying single longer than ever. They want to go to college or uni. In the olden days, they were dreaming about their wedding day from the time they were children. Now, they dream about their university grad day. They want a career. In the old days, women wanted a decent job until they could find a man who they could have a family with and then stay home and be a mom. Now, they want to be CEOs and skip the bambinos. They want to be independent and try all the ice cream flavors. More on that in a minute. In the old days, women had some level of chastity and wanted to wait to give it up to that one special guy. Nowadays, they're celebrating body count. 2. You can't eliminate her perceived competition, even if she's not all that. Men simping on social media give her sexual validation and make her think she's got more options than she really has. In the old days, women got a limited amount of real-world attention based on how much effort she put into her appearance and personality. Nowadays, it's all about Photoshop, Instagram pics, and simps fawning all over her. Even in real life, desperate, needy guys are simping all over her and chasing her. And occasionally, a Chad hooks up with her, only further deceiving her into thinking she still has options and that tap is never going to run dry. In the old days, average women had to make an effort. Nowadays, even below average women think they're God's gift. And her woke friends encourage this behavior by telling her how amazing she is and how she shouldn't settle because they're just as disillusioned as she is. Another reason why modern dating is hard for men, number 3, she's broken, but you can't fix her. Third wave feminism, single parent household, social media, and woke Hollywood indoctrination have damaged her idea of reality. Modern feminism is teaching women to dislike anything masculine. Anything male becomes toxic. In the old days, women loved being called feminine. It was a compliment, and they appreciated gender differences. Nowadays, they're trying to destroy gender differences, and the ones they can't, they call toxic. Single mom's bitterness towards her baby daddy influences her and her daughter's opinion of all men. In the old days, only the really bad dads weren't invited to be a part of his kid's life. Nowadays, not only is the divorce rate through the roof and initiated mostly by women, but even the good dads are having restricted access to their kids. So he's not even able to have a positive influence on his daughter's life. And of course, social media reinforces these ideas by telling her she's the prize just for existing. Now, I know this sounds dire, but stick with me because there is hope. I've been doing this long enough that there are lots of success stories coming back now. But first, let's look at number 4, and this is kind of a big one. You can't undo the damage promiscuity has done to her. Studies show the more partners she's had, the less likely she will be satisfied in a long-term relationship. In fact, studies show this is the case for both genders, for everyone. In the old days, only the Chads and Tyrones were getting all the action with a few easy women. Nowadays, if you develop your pickup skills, almost any guy can get it, if you know what I mean. Because a lot of women are bragging about their tally. They want to notch up their body count. Of course, not all women are like this, but the younger they are, the more indoctrination into this kind of ideology they've been exposed to. And of course, if she's young and has a lot of attention, she doesn't realize that's not going to last forever. In the old days, she was looked down on if she was promiscuous by both men and her peers. Nowadays, her peers cheer her on, and she doesn't realize the damage she's doing to her psyche and her potential future long-term relationships until she's hit the wall and it's too late. Not only that, but when she is finally done with Hoville, it's going to take her some time to undo all the damage that's done, if that can even be done. 5, you can't make her the right one. If her values, beliefs, and long-term goals don't align with yours, don't waste your time. If she treats you mean, she's mean. If she uses you, she's a user. Now, this actually hasn't changed since the old days, except that there are a lot more mean users in the world today because of all the aforementioned reasons. And key point, all of your love, attention, adoration, commitment will not change her values. I understand the challenges you face and why there are so many reasons modern dating is hard for men right now, but stick with me because there is good news. 6, you can't convince her to like you or change her wicked ways with logic. Whether by nature or nurture, women are more emotional than men. Except in one case. I'll share that with you in a moment. But overall, men are more logical than women. But all your wonderful positive traits will not sway her over if you have to use logic to try and convince her of them. In the old days, women understood why men bragged and were flattered when he did, trying to impress her, trying to show his worth and value. Nowadays, women experience logic as boring and see any form of validating yourself to her as weak and insecure. To modern women, using logic to prove your high value actually has the effect of proving your low value. 7, you can't avoid rejection, and it will sting until you use the solution. Coming up, men have always faced rejection. Modern women are less empathetic towards men because of aggressive pickup artists. But here's the rub, so to speak. There are more aggressive pickup artists because men know that women are visiting Hoville. There are more creeps making moves on good women than good men like you. No wonder her perception is skewed and she's a little standoffish. Okay, so these are some of the reasons why modern dating is hard for men, but what can you do about it? The good news is there are good men like you who are finding, attracting, and keeping the good women out there. Yes, there are some good women left. I get success stories from average guys all the time. So how can you be one of those lucky guys? Here are 5 ways to fix it. I wish I could wave a magic wand and fix all the broken women, all the broken people out there. But of course I can't, and neither can you. And there's no point in wallowing in the negativity of modern dating reality. So the best thing you can do is what you can do. So let's look at what you can do to make modern dating less difficult. Number 5 is really key. Number 1, become the best you for you. Work on any areas of your life where you would benefit from improvement, whether it's health or career or finance or social life or a new skill or hobby. Do it for you. 2, know what you want and don't want. Here's what happens. This is the key part of where you're not logical. When you meet a woman you're attracted to, or there's chemistry, or you go a little further and the wank is amazing, you lose your logic. It moves to your other head. And then you ignore red flags. But what are the red flags? You got to know what you want and don't want, so that when those signs show up, you pay attention to them. Make a list. Check it twice. Check it thrice. 3, throw back the throwbacks. There are a lot of throwbacks nowadays. There is no point trying to fix the broken ones. Do not try to be a hero. Do not try to fix her. Do not go for a damsel in distress. And don't ever reward bad behavior. Call them out. And if there's not an abrupt and sincere apology along with changed behavior, walk away. And for heaven's sakes, do not simp on social media. More on that in my other video. 4, accept the process. Real life isn't like a romantic comedy or action hero movie where the good guy wins in the end and everybody loves him and he gets the girl. Life is hard. Change is hard. Accept that improving your life requires effort. Building relationship skills requires effort. When you approach, talk to, and ask women out, there is going to be rejection. Accept that as part of the process. Even better, embrace that as part of the process. If you can do that, you'll build resilience. 5, detach from outcome. If you embrace the process of life and its challenges, you become a dangerously attractive man. This is what I mean when I say maintain your frame. Nothing throws you off, especially not women. Nothing really affects you negatively. Your motto? I act as if I chose this. What can be learned from this? So even though there are many reasons why modern dating is hard for men, if you focus on what you can fix, what's within your control, you'll have way more options than guys who have a bad attitude, are unwilling to change, or who are bowing out because they don't want to make any effort at all. And if you want to know what true high-value women want in a man, the real keepers of the modern dating world, then you'll want to watch my video on what makes a real man to her. I think you'll be surprised. Thanks for being here. God bless.